Look, I love Roblox just as much as about anyone. You know, I love it. For one, it's my job. For two, it's my hobby. For three, you know, I just love it. Okay, but there's a problem. There's a lot of problems with Roblox. And I want them to go away so you and me can hold hands and sing Kumbaya. So we can sing Kumbaya. Because that's a great song. And these are the things that I think Roblox needs to do to fix their stuff, okay? There's a couple. We're just gonna go in and I'm gonna pinpoint some of them. Let's go on a Roblox journey to pinpoint the problems. Here we go. Here we go. So Roblox, our dear friend Roblox, should be a place for creativity, a place for people to make cool things and others to play it. And for the most part, it is. You have all these awesome game modes available. Skyblock 2, Lumber Tycoon, Prison Life, Row Citizens, Phantom Forces, Murder Mystery, and of course, Brick Bronze. Those are awesome, awesome game modes that have just hours of love poured into them to make them so you guys can play them. And so I can play them, make videos for you. And I love all these developers for making awesome things. And I respect them so much because I know I wouldn't be able to make those games. But these game modes, I believe, are an exception to most of the rules. Let's see if we can find one. Because Roblox is full of either broken games or games that are lies or games that just aren't what they say they are or are just bad. Just no effort put in. And you know, maybe Roblox needs some form of curation. If you don't know what curation is, it's basically just people deciding when a game is made if it can make it to the Roblox page or not. You know, because I think that would greatly help Roblox and still allow people to be creative and make new stuff, but keep the junk out. So let's see if we can find one. There's a certain fella, I'm sure you guys know him, and I am calling him out. Oh, Runaway from Pac-Man. This is going to be a fake game mode. We're looking here at Pac-Man. We're going, oh wow, that looks so cool. I would love to run away from Pac-Man. Let's go into Roblox and see, because I don't think Pac-Man's even going to be in this. We'll see though. Oh look. It's some kind of tycoon that has nothing to do with Pac-Man. Begin working. Am I pooping out Pac-Mans? No, I'm pooping out little blocks. Oh, that's bizarre. And look at this huge shop they have too to sell people things in their fake game mode. Oh, would you look at that? Let's see. Let's give the game mode the benefit of the doubt that maybe there's some vague giant Pac-Man somewhere else. Okay, maybe there's a big old Pac-Man hiding in the corner. I'm looking for him. Hello, Pac-Man, are you here? Pac-Man, no. Oh, no, there's no. Would you look? Who would have guessed? There's no Pac-Man here. This is just a really old tycoon that someone took and they renamed it. And that's what they did. There's no Pac-Man anywhere here. And that's a huge problem in Roblox. A huge problem is just game modes that are lies. And there's some people who do it just religiously. Every day they're making new game modes lying and trying to acquire Robux that they can in turn exchange for real money. And I will show you one of those people who does that all the time. And you guys should really avoid their game modes. So the person I'm talking about is called Obby Productions. I'm sure you guys have played a lot of their stuff, and you know, I'm sure you know who they are because they're super huge names in the Roblox Obby community. But a big problem is, and here's one of their game modes, this says Escape the Grandma Obby with a picture of the grandma. So you go, oh, I'm gonna go in here and it's gonna be a cool grandma themed Obby from Obby Productions. We're going into Obby Productions. Actually, let's check out the store. Look at the store and all the stuff you can buy for their fake game mode. You can buy Mega VIP, that's 250 Robux. That's a lot of Robux. Okay, but let's jump into the Obby and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, would you look at that? This Obby has nothing to do with grandmothers or escaping them. Who would have thought? Not me, because the picture says Escape the Grandma Obby. It doesn't make any sense, and it should not be allowed. This is Batman. This is not a grandmother. And I've played this obby because it was labeled as something else, and I was waiting to see if that thing came up, and it never did. And let me tell you, there is no grandmothers in this obby. It is just a flat out lie, and they're doing it so they can get Robux, and then they're going to exchange that Robux for real money. It's absurd that Roblox allows this kind of thing. This just blatant lies that shows up on their front page and is manipulating people, especially young kids, into spending Robux. And I just don't think it's okay, and I don't think it's good for the game. Because what I think is good for the game is game modes that are real, that people put love and care into, and they make them so that we can enjoy them and play them. And you know what? A lot of those game modes do deserve us to spend Robux on them, because they have spent so much time on them and put so much work into them. But this, I doubt Obby Productions even made this game mode, even made this obby. They probably just ripped it from someone else and is now using someone else's obby to make money. That doesn't sit right with me morally. I think it's wrong, and I think it's bad for the game I love. And I think it's bad for the game you guys love too, and I think it's bad for you guys. I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. So those are two of the things that really bother me about Roblox. Now, this might be a bit controversial, but something that bothers me about Roblox is that there's certain types of game modes that get popular, while other ones don't. And it forces people to make a certain type of game mode and restricts their creativity, because you make a game, you want people to play it. But if there's only certain types of games that you can make that people will play, well, then obviously you're going to make those types of games, or else no one's going to play them. And I think that's really unfortunate. And if we look at things beside, kind of the niche top tier Roblox stuff, the stuff that's been around for a while and will always be popular, it's all kind of the same stuff. It's tycoons, low effort tycoons that, frankly don't bring anything to the table. They're all kind of the same. And obbies without really any theme, like the one we just looked at. And even if they're properly named, they're not creative or interesting, but they're the kind of stuff that people play, so that's the stuff that needs to be created, I suppose. But there's a lot of really unique Roblox game modes that just don't get played, and you won't see a lot of them in popular because it's just not the stuff that people are playing. Sure, there's exceptions like the front page and some of the games in here, but also if you go to featured, and I'm glad they do end up in featured, I think featured's really great, there's so much cool stuff in here, like Volt. Volt is an awesome game that I don't think you'll ever see on popular, except when it first came out, because, it's just not that type of game. That, it's not an obby, it's not a tycoon, it's something unique, and people like what they're used to, and sadly stuff like that doesn't get any attention. And Silent Dark is one of the coolest things I've ever played in Roblox. It's like a first-person horror game, and it's so cool. But I don't think it gets the attention it deserves, per se. I'll show you guys a little bit of it, and then you can judge for yourself. So here is Silent Dark. We'll click new game, and I'll give you guys a taste of it. I've already played it on my channel. You can check out that video. Just look up Silent Dark and Corl, I suppose. And this is kind of stuff that I wish was created more in Roblox. So turn on the radio.
This is an important news bulletin.
Already you can see a cool art style. You can already have a cool feel. It's unique. It's first person. It's so awesome. And now after that little snippet, a little intro that there's aliens at Auger Lake, which is where we live. We have to live in our house. So left click to pick up objects. Yeah, I got a mug here. I got a spooky mug. And we can go out here and look at this ambient kind of feel. It's so cool. And stuff like this just doesn't get made in Roblox that much. To me, that's sad. We'll look at some other examples of game modes that need some spotlight and some love. So in addition to Silent Dark and Volt, there's also just a lot of cool, unique stuff being created all the time that can never get out of the dredges of having no one play with it. Because the way you get a new game mode to jump up into popular is by having it be some kind of meme lie. So then what happens is there's no way for the new cool stuff to get to the top. And it's even hard to find that stuff and to show you guys, because there's no way to look at new stuff being created. There's no way to find it. I can't sort Roblox by new. I can't sort Roblox by up and coming, there's no way to find that new stuff. And I think that's why Roblox can be so stale, is because there's very little way for new game modes to make it to this front popular page, because there's not a lot of alleys and avenues for them to do that. And sure, there's top rated and featured, which we've talked about, gives a space for some of the lesser game modes, but you're still not going to make it up here because of the way the system worked. Like, if you made an awesome Roblox game mode, like it was just killer, you know, and it was brand new, and you didn't have a good way to promote it, because there isn't a good way to promote it on Roblox, no one would be able to find it, and it wouldn't get played. And honestly, I think that's why the popular in Roblox has been the same for months. You know, it's always been these kind of, you know, 10, 12 game modes being here, and they're awesome game modes, but I wish there was a way for new stuff to come in there. Like Skyblock 2, that's an example of something new that's came in here, but it was piggybacking off of an already successful Skyblock, so that's why it could make it in here. But in short, I would love a way for Roblox, new Roblox games to be able to gain popularity. That's what I would love. So here's another kind of type of game mode that personally I think Roblox, you know, kind of needs to change how they approach it. Now, this is Life in Paradise. Honestly, one of probably the best types of these game modes. But there's these role-play game modes that just turn into like cesspools of online dating or being inappropriate or dance clubs, and they're really not great. But what could be good is having, you know, a couple really good ones that get promoted and somehow can make their way up into the risings for roleplay, and then just curate out all the ones that are inappropriate dance clubs and just places for people to do bad things. Like, there's no reason why Roblox needs to have, you know, dance clubs that are inappropriate and stuff like that. That can all be curated out, and we could just have like Life in Paradise or other approved roleplay game modes, you know, and perhaps Roblox needs a stricter censorship system and a stricter ban system, because I've seen people say awful things in Roblox and nothing happens to them. Sometimes it gets hashtagged out, but most of the time the really bad stuff doesn't, and sometimes just weird stuff doesn't. Or weird stuff does get hashtagged out, because I'm pretty sure mine, like if you say Corl, I'm pretty sure that gets hashtagged out now for some reason, but I've seen people just blatantly talk about really inappropriate stuff and nothing happens, and there's no way to punish people who do bad things in Roblox. Like, there's no report button, there's no way to mute or block people, at least easily in game, I've found. Like, if someone's coming up to me and saying awful things or being inappropriate, there's really no way to distance myself unless I just leave the game. But that doesn't seem fair, because if I'm not being inappropriate, I have to leave because someone's being inappropriate. We're kind of just giving the game to the people who are being bad, and that's just not fair to the game or to the players. So Roblox needs a way to curate game modes, to stop game modes that are lies from getting through, to promote new, unique game modes, interesting game modes, stop the dance clubs and the dating and all that, and make it so you can ban people, and so there's a way to get people, you know, out of games if they're being inappropriate. And sure, that could be abused if there was some kind of vote system, but, you know, other games have done it. Like Club Penguin does it. Rest in peace, Club Penguin. But Club Penguin had a really good system for keeping the game, you know, appropriate and keeping the game age friendly. And I think that's super important for Roblox, because Roblox is a game I love. It's a game with huge potential. I just want it to be what it should be. So everybody, this has been my video on, I don't know, what was it, 3-4 reasons why I think Roblox is kind of going downhill. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Maybe I said some things that were wrong. This was kind of like an off-the-cuff video. I didn't really have anything written down. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Talk to me in the comments again. And as always, I love you, love your shoes, and toodaloos, guys. Mwah, beep bop.